The fight for Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman is around the corner. Legendary status. Seems like that's what Keith Thurman is trying to reach. I hear referring to Floyd Mayweather a lot. I hear people saying Keith be taking rounds off later in the fight when he thinks he's winning. Even though Keith says that he doesn't care what the people think, apparently he does. That's why he's trying to gain legendary status. He wants to be a legend in the game. Say you don't. Say you don't, Keith. You do. And fighting Manny Pacquiao, he feels like this ought to catapult him into that situation. It is my opinion, Keith, that fighting Manny Pacquiao will give you status, but not the status that you're looking for. Because that I beat Manny Pacquiao, that went out the window a long time ago. After he lost, you know, it's not like, ooh, I beat Manny Pacquiao, you know, I just gave Manny another loss. Manny's still running around kicking it. I believe Manny got more wins than any welterweight fighting right now. That's all of them. Every one of them is good. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter. Those are the champs. Danny Garcia. Keith, you can't reach legendary status, if you don't fight those guys. See, you came in on the tail end of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao's careers, so you can get a mark, but nothing great. I'm sorry. You're not going to reach Floyd Mayweather status because there's some things that you don't have. You got charisma. You do. You talk a good game, and you fight well. But you don't fight well enough to make everyone interested. See, you got to fight so good, and you got to talk noise so well that you got a bunch of people that want to see you win, and you have a bunch that want to see you lose, and the feelings between the two are so mutual that they're all willing to pay to see it happen. I don't think we'll see another boxer like that for some time to come. That fighter's not you. Anytime you stand up and tell the people, I'm not looking to fight Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter, or Danny Garcia in a certain time frame, that takes away from your legacy. Now that you're back, injury, marriage, everything that went on, here's my breakdown of it. See, Danny Garcia's daddy made a statement some time back before you guys fought. And what he said was, every person that his son has ever fought, when you see them fight again, they're not the same fighter. I took it for a grain of salt. But then I heard Shawn Porter ask Keith Thurman who hit him the hardest, who he thinks hit the hardest, Danny Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. Well, he wouldn't know if Pacquiao hits harder. He's never been hit by Pacquiao. But what he said was magical and on point, and it kind of made me think about what Danny's dad said. Keith said Danny hit him on his elbow so hard that if he had caught him on the chin, he don't know if his legs would have been able to hold out. Was it the elbow that he ended up getting surgery on? Hey, I don't know. I'm just saying what I heard out of the horse's mouth. Can Keith beat Manny Pacquiao? Yes, he can. How will Keith beat Pacquiao? Can't really say. Is it going to be a hard fight? It could, or it couldn't be. Depends on how the 40-year-old feels when it's time to step in the ring. It depends on how both of you feel when it's time to step into the ring. Thurman has been disrespecting Pacquiao a hell of a lot. Will you, Keith, be able to keep Pacquiao from darting in and out on you? Will you be able to time him where you can catch him and probably drop him? Will you be able to box the whole 12 rounds if it takes that? Because I've noticed everyone that tries to sit down on their punches with Pacquiao, that's where the mistakes are made, and that's when he darts in and catch him with one of those licks that they don't see coming. But who am I to know? I'm just a fan that likes boxing. Calls it like it is. And that's that. What's your thoughts? Dillian the Body Snatcher White. Looks like all your diva activity has paid off. The WBC, from what I understand, has mandated your fight, the winner of, to be mandatory challenger to the WBC belt. Champion, which happens to be Deontay Wilder. Somebody you've been crying for to fight for some time now. I'm not going to give you a pass on the Ortiz fight where Deontay Wilder told you fight Ortiz, and I'll give you a voluntary mandatory. You didn't want that. Now you got what you want. What are you going to do with it? You've been talking a lot of garbage about a lot of people, and you've even been talking about the governing bodies, some of them, in boxing. It is this fan's personal opinion. You're not that good of a fighter. And that's why you haven't moved to where you need to be moved to. You pull out of fights and do crazy stuff, but Lord says the same, Deontay Wilder will still be champion. And you'll get your chance to fight him. Now this is your chance to show that he's a bum, trash, all the stuff that you said about him. This is going to be your chance. Now I'm going to mark it on the calendar today and sit back and wait. What are your thoughts? Eddie Hearn. What's up, Eddie? Greatest boxing promoter in British history. I got a question for you. If the unified heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz, doesn't have any say-so about the rematch with Anthony Joshua, if he has no say-so of where it should be fought and all these things, because he has to do what you say, then why is there no date or venue set for the fight yet? If he has to do what you all say, if he has no pull, no say-so, because he signed a contract already for this fight, then why haven't you announced the next fight? That's my question. If all the power of negotiations and picking the venue and the time falls on you and Anthony Joshua, then why haven't you announced the fight date and the venue for the fight, Eddie? All that fast talking you doing on all these videos and these YouTube channels, you say a lot, but that stuff ain't popping off. Now I know people are going to say, well, You got Jillian White's fight to be mandated. I think pretty much because of all that whining and stuff, the WBC probably gave Jillian White this spot to get his block knocked off. But hey, that's just hearsay. That's just what I think. But what I know is you haven't given us a fight date, Eddie, or a venue. And if all the power is in your hands and Anthony Joshua's, why don't we know when these guys are going to fight? Why is there a hang-up? Why is there a snag? Why is there a hiccup? If you have all the power. Make the fight happen. Give the people a date and the venue. If it's going to be in the UK, tell us it's going to be in the UK. If it's going to be in America, tell us it's going to be in America. Tell us something. But don't keep saying, oh, we're going to get it together and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. And we're hearing Andy say he ain't coming to the UK, but you steady saying that he has no power. Well, Eddie, prove it. What do you guys think? Adrian Broner's back. From what I'm understanding and hearing is he may be fighting a guy named Ivan Redkach or Reddick, something like that. And I believe they're going to still be fighting at 147 pounds. Is this fan's belief Adrian Broner can still be a good fighter? As a matter of fact, I'll even go out on a limb and say Adrian Broner can still be a great fighter. My issue with Adrian Broner is I'm thinking he may be in the wrong division. I don't think he should be in the 147-pound division. I'm looking at him as more of the 140, 135. If it's too hard to make the 130, I'm sure he could make 140. I'm even willing to say that I think he can make 140 and possibly become champ, unified, and possibly the only belt holder, undisputed. But it would take him to get his mind back on track and strictly be about boxing, about business, about billions, whatever he wants the AB to stand for. He can be the can man again. But that's my opinion. I believe that once he got to the 147-pound rankings, I don't think his power carried. Not the way he thought it would. Speed, he still has his speed and everything like that, but I don't think the power carried. And I think when they hit him, he gets a little gunshot. Especially when he fought Maidana, I think that right there really messed him up in the 147 division because of the licks that were landed on him. And we all saw how he reacted to those licks. So, I still like AB. I'm just hoping that maybe he goes down to 140, 135 and make noise there. I don't know what gets into some boxers' heads that they got to move up, and it's usually because people say, oh, well, you need to fight this person. Don't let what the crowds and everybody else say who you need to fight if you have fights in a division. If you become champion in the division and protect that belt, fight another champion, take that belt, unify, and then become undisputed, to me, in today's boxing game, and forever, it doesn't get much better than undisputed. That's just my thoughts on it. What do you think?